is here. Akurut Asmin, the captain for Olila High School, and I have Awinyo Ruth, the captain for Sacred Heart Secondary School. The umpire of the day, Nasu Nawitin, is here with us, and we are here for the toss.
Joined in by the captain for Uganda Secondary School here, Prudence Lamaro, to make sure that we see off this game. Good afternoon, Prudence, and welcome to the
Tails is the call.
Thank you.
And tails it is. Ruth, you've won the toss. What are you going to do first and why? Why are you choosing to bat first?
We want to set the run.
So many runs look a bit defendable against this side of Olila.
We want to say it 150.
To my
watching, do you make any changes in your team?
No.
Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you.
Team chooses to bat,
Asmin,
really expect much from me.
Asmin, we've seen you winning some games and opting to bowl first in the afternoon. What would have been your decision if you had won this toss?
My decision was to bat first.
So now the toss is not going your way. What will we be looking forward in this game?
I will be looking forward the bowlers have to come and deliver well, to bowl well, at least to restrict them not to score 50 and above.
Did you make any changes in the side?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it loud and clear there from the toss. Sacred Hearts has won the toss and elected to bat first.
The delay there. Maybe we could have had some balls coming off that surface, but not ball to start off the over there from Nandera Immaculate. Some good pace there, bowling left. Prudence, you played on this pitch in the morning. Would you love to take us through how the pitch was playing in the morning?
Not playing well. Most balls were sliding off, no bounce. You get, and I expected it to now be bouncing, but as if it's still the same like how we used it in the morning.
No changes in the conditions there whatsoever, Jeff, but a good start there from Nandera Immaculate, making sure that she bowls stamp to stamp. Immaculate now playing for the Baby Victoria Pearl last year and representing the nation last year with pride, part of that team that won the 50th edition, the 50th trophy of Piwuka. Good work there being done by the side. Batters, yes, no calls there. There was a chance of any Ale wicket, but in the end, the batters making their grounds. I tell you something, Jeff, if these batters are going to play like this, they start a very, very big risk of losing any Ale wicket because the calls not really so convincing.
Yes, Ivan, very poor call there. Wouldn't want to lose an early wicket after deciding to bat first. Ivan, Nandera Immaculate was also part of the squad that was sent to represent Uganda in the African Games there in Accra, Ghana. She was unable to make her debut water duties throughout the tournament, but there on the brink for selection, she will just keep knocking and a chance will come.
Well, that is played straight. There is a chance of a run out on the wicket keeper. Goes for an overthrow. That will mark at the end of the over. Only one run coming off that over. Good start there from the bowling of Nandera Ima. You watched it all. What's your take on that over?
It was not really a good one for the batting side, for I expected about 4 above, but all the best. Let's wait for the second.
Yeah, of course, getting 4 above there means you may be pushed to a score close to 100. And we've seen small totals being defended. But not so many coming off that over.
good catch taken by that fielder. Fielder in a bit of discomfort.
Side there, Amayo Mata in the bowling attack there for Olila High School. She's already made the difference there, getting the first wicket for Olila High School. Very, very handy, very, very smooth action there from Amayo Mata. That one is hit. Chance for a catch, but a fumble there from Nanyonjo Ruth Akelo. She was on some bit of pressure, and in the end, these girls of Sacred Heart managed to scamper through for that single.
Ivan, another poor call there between the batters. The shots are very good, playing shots on merit, but the calling and running between wickets, not impressive. Prudence, watched your team, your batters also on numerous occasions guilty of making poor calls. So how do you think you can handle this situation and improve in that part of your game?
I think it's just to train them on how to make those clear calls, because most of the things that made us have those poor calls are poor watch of the ball, running blind, you get. And now we are going to work on that. They'll have a clear watch on the ball, like someone runs the ball inside, but they're looking the other side. Yeah, that's all that was disturbing us so much. Another thing, I think the partnership was not that strong. Like we're not getting up together, because most of our matches before have been we keep on two pairs on the wicket, and they do well because they know each other, such things.
Very well said there by Prudence. Coach Eza Sekatawa, the coach for Uganda Secondary School, and Madam Rhoda should be very, very happy. If a player tries to know what's troubling them, it becomes very easy for you to correct. 4-1 after 2 overs is the score. Immaculate Nandera comes back to bowl from the side of the school.
That one onto the pads. Very, very good bowling from Nandela Immaculate, keeping it tight, bowling in the right channels. Tell you, Ivan, these two sides dominating Group B. No loss for them so far in the tournament. Just washouts. Both would want to keep that winning momentum. Full delivery there. Bata nudges that to mid on. The stamper full for single. Ivan, I tell you, these Sacred Heart batters with very good shots, but they're running between wickets, very risky, playing shots on merit, but running headlessly.
Very good point you make there, Jeff. But Olila SS also, Olila High School, sorry, also not being very, very sharp in the field, allowing them to go away with many. But brilliant work there being done, trying to make sure that they limit them. Toss down and slogs that one away. A marvelous sweep shot is set into the gap. Good shot there for Sacred Heart Secondary School. Putting on boundary there. Nice work there done.
Ivan, I'm very impressed by the work being done in the Northern region, fastest growing region cricket-wise, in my opinion. Cricket having been introduced just before COVID pandemic, but all the teams thus far representing the region, very impressive. We saw last year in the boys tournament, the best batter from the tournament coming from Northern region, Sacred Heart making the semis last year. Very, very good stuff, and following it up with another semi-final appearance this year. Another powerful shot into the gap. That races away for four. The cheers on from the dugout of Sacred Heart. Good work being done by the coach, Yet Joseph. Ivan, I also feel proud. Yet is my protege from Intare School. I introduced him to the game of cricket. I was some sort of coach player there. Intare managing to qualify after 3 years out of the school's boys cricket week.
Very, very well done there, Jeff Messi. But some bit of approach and intent there from these two batters looking to score runs. Nandela Immaculate, now the batters are trying to go into her head. She'll now try to overthink and she'll give away loose deliveries. Just need to keep your line nice and tidy. Balls at it, but misses it completely.
A good recovery there by Nandera, pulling it back of a length. However, in most cases, the tactic in such games, schools cricket, most bowlers tend to bowl full and at the wickets. But this Sacred Heart side, strong batting lineup. So if you bowl it full, you're punished. The batter on that occasion, guilty of playing across the line, and she's bowled that one kept low, bowled on a good length, kept low, and that rattles onto the stumps. Olila High School picking up another wicket.
Good stuff there for Olila High School, picking up the wicket. Brilliantly bowled, brilliantly done, and celebration moment there
In such games,
Genesis Tamu La Kareba, they are departing Olila High School with 2 wickets already there in the innings. Good stuff there being done by these fielders, try and make sure that they limit them to a very small total. Prudence proceedings are on now. Look like the runs have started to flow, but Genesis becoming excellent and throwing away her wicket. What's your take at this moment of the game?
Some good success to the bowlers side, since they had kind of lost that hope after the 2 boundaries, but nice one from Nandera after that wicket. It really gives back hope to our team. You know, when at that moment you feel like they are getting runs off bat, and then you take out a wicket. So let's wait and see what the new bat lady has for us.
Yeah, Anek Patricia, the new batter in. After 3 overs, 13 for 2 is the score overs. Bowling change there for Olila High School. Lona Anyei took a catch off Amayo's bowling in the second over. Now she comes in to bowl from the side of the church. Not sure why the coach went for the bowling change. But of course, there is a change in the batters who are in. Beatrice Aiko, they are taking guard. Balls it a bit short, and that's dubbed to covers. Not sure why there is a bowling change. I believe when you have bowlers who are doing the good work and keep them in the attack, give them some time to settle in, then wait and see what happens after. That one keeps very low on that occasion, but Jeff, I don't see any change in the way the pitch is playing. The balls have been keeping low, and that's there from Anyet Lona also keeping low.
What a catch, what a catch. Oh my God, that's Josephine from Olila getting that catch at the covers. And there goes the bat steady out again. Another wicket down and a celebration out there.
Good catch there by Ikuma Josephine. That one ball a bit short, but swings hard. Chance for a catch there at covers, and Ikuma equal to the task, holds on to that one. Olila pick up another wicket. Sacred Heart at this point in big trouble after choosing to bat first.
Yeah, Josephine Ichuma currently in her form 2 at Olila High School. Very, very tall, but a young girl there, just breaking straight. Sister to Natasha Amienyo, who played some cricket in Olila High School and represented that Soroti City Cricket Club, where she is currently still playing. Olila High School and the Barcelona Anyait, both of them are teammates in Olila Cricket Club, doing a brilliant combination. You know, cricket being a team sport, you bowl and others take your catches. Just need to make sure that you're putting everything right. But wickets are still falling in quick succession there. Every bowler coming into the attack and picking up a wicket. Good work there being done by Olila High School. Olila High School meaning business in this tournament. So far unbeaten, making sure that they may be search for the 4th trophy. Remember, Ginger SS are the record champions of this trophy with 8 in their cabin. Gaza High School, the inaugural winners, have 4 in their cabin. Olila High School missing a trophy last year, having lost their sisters of late SS. But this time round, bringing their A game, winning the regional qualifiers in that region of Eastern. They're now taking on the champions of the Northern region and doing very, very good work. Brilliant stuff there being displayed. It's the annual Girls Schools Cricket Week tournament. Of course, the tournament sponsored by Skyview, Uganda Cricket Association, and the Northern Cricket Hub, making sure that the girls come here in Gulu City and play. The first time we are coming to Gulu City, but a tournament for girls, of course. Girls, being a girl is about playing. New batter in Labong Helen Yaya. Very, very well known there for her aggressive batting. But this time round, she comes in when the team is in all sorts of trouble. Jeff, time for Sacred Hearts to try and build back the innings.
Yes, Ivan, they require a partnership there to stem the fall of wickets. Runs there for Sacred Heart. They will take them in whatever way they come. For leader bossing proceedings, showing the experience. Having a couple of players that have represented Uganda at international level, playing like the big side they are. The two teams in the field haven't lost a game in the tournament. At one ball back of the length, batter just blocks it.
Yeah, some good thinking there from Lona Anyait. Lona Anyait forcing the batters into playing. This time round, she bowls her completely. The batter taking that stride, trying to drive that away. Unfortunately, the ball keeps slow on that occasion. Through her gates, and Olila High School have another wicket. The second for Lona Anyait and the 4th for the side. Good work there being done by Olila High School. Try and make sure that they limit Sacred Hearts to a very, very small total. Try and keep their hopes alive in this match. Brilliant stuff there. This time round, looks like they saw the wicket coming. Muted celebrations there. But some good bowling there. Prudence, what could be the plan here if you were the coach, Baker or yet they are sending in more batters in to come and bat from here on?
if I were their coach at this moment, I would just tell them to try to move some overs because giving Olila a score of wickets down might be a very big loss. So I'd just make sure they move into some good overs.
Prudence, coming into this tournament, what were your expectations as Igangeses, and how has it played out for you? What are the lessons you're taking back home, and what do you expect to work on as a team?
We expected this time to play semis according to our performance of last year. Though we lost some players, we still had that morale of playing semis this year. And so far, okay, we have learned a lot. Like from yesterday's match, yeah, you should fight till the last ball, till your win is declared. Yeah. And then I've also learned to believe in myself because I didn't know I could bowl like that. Yeah, I really didn't believe in that. Yeah.
Good stuff there. Prudence taking the lessons. Of course, yesterday your team failing to chase a very small total, 37. At the end of the first innings, we thought it was all done for you guys. Another bowling change there for Olila High School. Josephine Ichmaru there to bowl. That is it up in the air. Chance for a catch. Lona Anya is not flying in the sky. I believe she had tried jumping. Maybe she could have gotten a chance of taking that one. But in the end, Sacred Hearts managed to pick up a double. Good work there being done by the batters. Lofted a bit risky. But in the end, they don't pay for the price. A leg spinner in the attack there for Olila High School, Josephine Ichomar.
Ivan, the Olila fielders doing a brilliant job thus far. That chance goes begging. So far it has been a no-flying zone. That one survives. They pick up a couple. Subsequently, shot played down to covers, and they take up another single after Lona fails to collect that one.
Lona, Marisa, teammates there, both playing for the making her lanes tight and nice and tidy there, Josephine Ichumar. Very good there with the drive, but dabbing that one back to cover area. She needs to bat with a lot of responsibility, but from St. Joseph's College Library ground too, the match between Ginger SS and Late Secondary School. Ginger SS won the toss and elected to bat first, but the decision backfired immediately. They have been bowled out for only 29 runs. Very, very undefendable. Of course, playing some longer innings going up to the 20th over, but eventually being bowled out in that game. You'd feel that maybe the decision to bowl first was not so right. A smaller pitch where we needed something above 150 to try and defend. Just 30 runs away from advancing to the semi-finals. Late Secondary School, they've done a lot of work in the first innings. Brilliant work there for them. But after the over, 19 for 4 is the score after 5 overs. Lona Anyait to bowl the last over, complete the power play. Mount St. Henry's High School won the toss and elected to bat first against St. John Secondary School, and they are currently 39 for 4 after 15.2 overs. Nyakasura School in the Western Region Derby have been bowled out by Mountain Renzori for only 50 runs, and the chase is on 4 for no loss. Loud appeal there of the catch by the wicketkeeper. A major Anit, the wicketkeeper for Olila High School, very interested. But the umpire, Nasuna Witten, not interested. Nasuna Witten and the bowler there, Alona Anyait, played for the under-19 team in 2020 in Botswana, a city called the Gaborone. Plapla, as they love saying it. But at this time round, both are facing into this national tournament, one as an umpire and the other as a player. But the umpire there, Nasuna Witten, making very, very long strides in her career, doing brilliant work. They are solid with hard decisions, not shaken whatsoever. Olila High School feel disappointed. Feel there was something onto it. Could have been very, very thin, but the umpire's word will stand. But Olila High School bringing up their A game in this tournament, Jeff. She very to slog that one and misses it completely.
Very good show from Olila bossing proceedings in this tournament. 6 out of 6 so far in Group B and on course to pick another victory. That one played with power to mid-wicket. They ran through for a single. Ivan, I tell you, the first time I'm watching this Sacred Heart side, but intent very good from all the batters. Fall of wickets, not sending them into their shells. Everyone who walks in playing with the same intent, they know they have to set a good total to stand a chance of picking up a win. Going into that fixture, Light was so focused. They didn't come for lunch. They stayed at the ground waiting for their opponents. They wanted it that bad. And now on course to pick up a victory if the batters deliver the goods.
I tell you something, Jeff, before I came back here, I went to St. Joseph's College, Laibi ground. But having a chat with one of the directors for Light Secondary School, Mr. Oruma, he told me that he was also worried that his team may miss out in the semi-finals. But I told him I've seen his side play. Of course, you cannot take away a lot of experience in the Ginger SS side and in the Late SS side. The likes of Opshira Mbeza, Rashidat Kabula, Asha Mokite, Mary Namiru, the on-form batter there in the Ginger SS side. But all of them not firing. Of course, we give some credit to the Ariago Michels, Hero Judith, all in the Late SS side, who have put up their A game to try and make sure that they limit Ginger SS to a very, very small total. And defendable in my opinion, but after the power play at this ground, tries to swing across that one as there is a change in the bowling attack. Nyamer Devane currently in just half from one picks up another wicket there for Olila High School. Every bowling change has brought a wicket. Good stuff there from Olila High School. They pick up their 50th wickets. And I tell you something, Jeff, a half of the batters for Sacred Heart Secondary School have been sent back to the dugout. Brilliant stuff there being done by Olila High School and make sure that they limit Sacred Heart to a very, very small total. Sacred Heart, one of the schools that I've ever visited. I was there last year, surprisingly, when I came with the MCC Foundation gentlemen from England. We had a tour around the northern region, and I had the chance to move with them from Entebbe Airport up to this very place. We traveled so many kilometers. And something funny, when we were going back to Kampala, we passed through Lira, Soroti, Jinja, then went back to Kampala. A very nice trip, though tiresome. But the school, Sacred Heart, doesn't have to receive their credits supporting so many sports. They have a women's team which play in the league. You cannot take that away. The other school having a team playing in the league is Olila High School. A lot of money goes into sports. Every time you see a teacher, every time you see a school trying to support the game, you give them a lot of credit. Wonders again wrote is the new batter in for Sacred Heart Secondary School.
Good stuff there from Olila High School, bowling their hearts out. This is the Skyview Girls Schools Cricket Week 2025. Coming to the end of the group stages in this particular one. Good shot there in the gap. Mandela there chasing the ball and is able to cut it off, limiting them to a single. Olila fielders doing a great job to back up the bowlers. taking the chances and limiting the batters to few runs. Wouldn't want to chase many.
If there is a school meaning business, you could not rule out Olila High School. That is dropped short. Agenrot Wonders going on her back foot. Sorry, that's not Agenrot. That's Hanifa Noreen. Tries to create some room there, but eventually not hitting it away. But very, very risky in the due because you would not love to go on your back foot. Hits that one with a lot of power. The throw there chipped in. Not fruitful. I think at that time of the game, you should have gone for the direct hit. But it's a report for the throwing claims that Nyamere Divine not very, very good in the game. It's a report a senior player. You need to just be giving these players back out. Because cricket is not a game like basketball where you pay for all your errors. You can go away with a few of them. This time around, that was the pads. But a dot ball to end the over. Good stuff there from Nyamel Divine, giving out only 2 runs in her first over. And picking up a wicket on her very first delivery. Real stuff there. 24-5 is the score after 7 overs. Someone may think that Prudence has gone away from us. But closely watching everything happening, Prudence, we've not had the sun, we've not had the rains for the previous 2 days. The weather becoming better. But today being very, very hot, what's your take on the weather? And how are you guys enjoying the products of Skyview? Seeing some of you chilling with the bottles. First, take us through as each more changes bowling ends.
First of all, I thank God that none of our matches were interrupted by the rain and all that, though the rain was on some fields. Yeah, and the sky view, thanks to the supporters, to the sponsors, we have been taking some nice soda there, even a choice given. You can choose take fruity, you can choose take orange. Yeah, and then some nice water there.
Among all the flavors, what has been your favorite thus far?
Apple.
Jeff, you had it right. She said the Mirinda apple is her favorite, and we are asking who I am easy to impress.
Ivan Apple, it must be. Unfortunately, I don't partake in the soft drinks. I'll stick to crystal water.
His habits, they are going for water. Tries to drop that one to the ground, straight to Lona Anyait. Lona Anyait very stays there trying to scare the batter to go back to her crease. But really at work, a lot of good things happening here in Gulu City. That is dubbed to the field. Lona Anyait not chipping in that jump effort. But good stuff here. I tell you something from ball 1. Olila High School has been managing the game and they have been ahead. When you get an opposition and you're putting pressure on them, don't let them go with it. Another flighted delivery there, dubbed down the ground to Asmina Krut at mid-on. Brilliant stuff there. Olila High School playing like champions. Many schools from the central region, including Gayaza and Indeje SS, not playing as champions and in this tournament, not playing like people from Kampala. When we were in the village, we used to know that people in Kampala have style. Look at that easy run out there. Hit and run from Agenrot Wonders. She made a loud appeal, but a very, very easy run out there. Wiping off the bells, very, very easy. And Olila High School have the 60th wicket. End of the over there. 25 for 6 is the score after 8 overs. Divine, Nyamer, will be coming to ball from the side of the school.
Sacred Heart with all the work to do. This is a reduced game, 3 more overs to end the innings. Perhaps that explains the intent all the batters have been showing. Kudos to the sponsors, Skyview from Harris International, offering the students a variety of products to choose from. That one hits strongly down to misfield and chance for second, not taken.
Another single made there from the Bats ladies.
This is the Skyview Girls Schools Cricket League. Following the proceedings on the Uganda Cricket Association YouTube page, tomorrow is the final day of this tournament. We shall have semi-finals being played at Gulu High School and Laibi main ground. And in the afternoon, we shall have the final being played here. The girls enjoying the tournament thus far, enjoying the beautiful city of Gulu.
After all, being a girl is about enjoying. Some noises there, but good bowling there from Devane Nyamer. Devane Nyamer means that she has roots in Sudan, South Sudan to be particular. I've known Nyamer for some time. The only thing I do know that she's also called the Gabriela. Though she was asserting it to me yesterday. But out of us have only gone for 5 runs and she's picked up a single wicket at an economy rate of 2.5. Very economical there. And a subsequent bowling change from the side of the church. People have been praying whole day in church today. Some good melodies coming from there. Amayo Mata comes in from that side. Bowls one very full and knocks the stumps. Good work there being done by Olila High School. Amayo Mata currently in half form 4, but doing a lot of good work. Martha, a very handy bowler who plays for Olila Cricket Club, gets the 7th wicket there for her side.
Good bowling there by the bowler Amayo Martha. We are into the bowlers, and you know they might be able to score runs, but not very skillful as batters. And that one, full batter, unable to block it and goes on to hit the stumps. Olila High School picking up the 7th wicket. Olila will want to wrap this one up quickly, rest as they wait for the semi-finals tomorrow.
Of course, not a lot of batting remaining there now for Sacred Heart Secondary School. Already into the lower order batters. Wickets falling in quick succession. Clusters of wickets here. One falling after another. Good work there being done by Olila High School. I tell you, Jeff, even though Olila High School has won some tosses in the afternoon and opted to bowl first, the captain, Asmina Akru, told me that if she had won the toss that she unfortunately didn't win today, she could have also chosen put up a big total and see Sacred Heart come crumble in the chase. But Sacred Heart crumbling in the set already, 28 for 7 after 9.1 overs.
Well, Ivan, I think the decision to bowl first earlier in the tournament was determined by the weather. They didn't want their teams to be washed out. And they know they have a quality bowling side, would bowl out the opponents in peak time and chase. And that's what happened on most occasions. Chance for a run out there, direct hit, very, very good fielding there from Olila High School. Good pickup from the fielder and aimed at the stumps. That one batter there, unable to make her ground. Very, very good fielding from Asumina Kurut.
Asmina Krut also playing for the under-19 team on the two occasions that have been out. 2022 when they were in Botswana, and the last year in 2024 when we went to Kigali because I was part of the contingent. But are doing brilliant work there, making sure that she gets her side another wicket. Of course, Asmina Krut taking on leadership of Olila High School from Jimia Mohammed, wicketkeeper batter who got done with half from 6 last year. They're doing a lot of good work. I tell you something, Jeff, there was something nice with that direct hit. Very, very stylish, as we would love to see it. She sees the bull's eye and goes for it. A shot to the stumps, and the Olila High School have the 8th wicket. Brilliant work there being done by Olila High School.
Olila now on a team hat-trick. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Good bowling from Amayo Martha, getting the goods for her team. Now the team searching for a 3rd wicket. 3 in 3 would make it a team hat-trick. Swing and miss there. That one just going over the stumps. Good bowling from Amayo Martha.
Still asking questions here. Amayo Martha. Amayo Martha last year in January went with the Sorot Cricket Academy under 17 team to Rwanda to play a midfield there by the wicket keeper, a major Annette. And in the end, they managed to stamp very quickly for a single. Amayo Martha there and a major Annette, the wicket keeper, very, very good friends. In so many occasions, you'll find them together. I've done some work with the Sorot Academy, and I've seen them together on many occasions. But a major Annette, a bit sloppy there. She's been costing Olila some runs. Falls that one to the pads, and the dot ball to end the over. Good work there being done by Olila High School. Now at the halfway mark. Sorry. Not at the halfway mark. This game has been reduced to only 11 overs aside, because there were some works there that made the pitch to take some time to be ready. We are into the last over of the game. Prudence, what should be the plan here for the batters to try and see some more runs coming on board?
I think they should just keep on the remaining wickets and just end the game, because now, to me, there's no more hope of more runs off bat. But they should just keep on those wickets.
Anyeit Lona coming to bowl the last over. The batter staying very high on that occasion. Not a very proper cricket shot there. But in the end, a dirty ball. Stump to stump bowling here for light secondary, for Olila High School. Goes down and hits that one down to the ground, straight to Amayo Martha at mid wicket. Good stop there to keep the bat silent. A lot of style in the way they are playing. A bit of a floater there from Lona Anyait. But that is just down again to the mid wicket area. Jeff, the way the girls of Olila High School are playing in this game just shows you how they are bossing in the innings. Back dots there for Lona.
Olila would want to finish this on a high. ensure that they pick up 7 wins from the 7 in the group. Good bowling from Lona Anyayit. Batter there trying to play across the line, gets it to the field at mid-wicket. Impressive bowling there from Lona Anyayit. Good shot there by the batter. Chance for a couple. He completes 2. That takes the total to 31. Sacred Heart there setting 31 runs in 11 overs. Olila will require 32 for the win. Quick look at the batting scorecard. Nothing much to tell apart from that handy knock from the wicketkeeper Genesis with 2 fours, 9 runs off 6, and some contributions there from the teammates. But very impressive bowling there from Olila High School. Amayo Martha and Lona Nyait picking up 2 wickets apiece. Nyamel Divine Gabriela picking up a wicket, and Nandela Immaculate also picking up a wicket. Shall have a short break and we'll be back for the second innings.
It's been shining since morning here at Gulu High Ground. This clash a deja vu of all sorts. Last year during the semi-finals, we saw Olila High School playing and winning against Sacred Heart Secondary School. And we are back for the second innings of the game. Olila High School doing a lot of good work in the first innings, limiting Sacred Heart to only 31 for 8. 32 runs needed there. The two opening batters there for Olila High School already coming in to make sure that we see this innings move. My name is Evan Cyprian Sajab here in the commentary box. Of course, not alone, being joined in by some ladies, as you'll be hearing from them. I have Petra from Gayaza High School here with me, and Prudence, the captain for Iganga Secondary School. First ball there, solid with hard face. Asmin Uproot, of course, opening the batting alongside Joan Ilora. Good start there. Petra, good afternoon and welcome. Petra, they are not using a lot of energy. Maybe the sky view that she has taken is already getting done. But Petra, what should you be expecting in this match?
We expect a win from one of the two schools, but we don't know from who yet. Depends on the odds of these 11 overs.
Yeah, of course, a win expected there by Petra. That one is a shuffle around the wickets. Not enough contact there from Asmin Akrut. She manages to rotate straight and bring Joan Ilora. Joan Ilora is the sister to Nandera Immaculate. These two girls, sisters in the same side. Of course, Nandera Immaculate making strides there. She's already played for the senior team and the junior team. Prudence, we are back for the innings. I would love to know, where should we see this one going?
To my expectations, I think Olila is going to take on the runs before the game is done, before the overs are done. So let's just wait and see.
Wait and see. So says Prudence. The full ball outside off stump there. Left her alone. Abodo Susan, the only batter who did not go in. They are in for Sacred Heart doing some bowling. But Petra, Gaza High School not having a very, very good campaign this year. I'd love to tell me what was going on in the camp.
Well, I can't say much, but we have learned a lot from our mistakes during this camp, and we are able to pick up a few lessons here and there. Thank you.
Picking up lessons there, Gaza High School. Of course, a couple of young names there. Kemigisha, Melissa, one for the future. Teacher Samogere Charles loves saying that Kemigisha Melissa is the next captain. Not sure when, but today we saw her playing her very first game. Of course, not managing to put runs there for Gaza High School in that loss that happened at Gulu Prison. But many young names in there, Ramona being one of the names that Coach Derek Bakunzi mentions on many occasions, saying they hold the future of cricket. Lynette Bangu not showing up in this tournament, known for aggressive batting, but the coach will be looking out for her. Karunji treasure all the other people in that side. But we are done with the first over of the game. 22 for no loss is the score. 30 runs in 9 overs. Sorry, in 10 overs with 10 wickets at hand there. Asmina Kut is 1 of 3 and Ilora Joan 9 of 4. You could quickly say that this is done and dusted. The same round, she goes hard at it, pulls it away, plays it backward of the square. Asmin Akrut, his power will help her side to get the first boundary of the chase. putting the score to 6-0. Prudence, what does the future hold for Uganda Secondary School?
We're expecting to come and play semi-finals and, God willing, finals next year, as we have learned a lot from this tournament.
All the sites saying that they have learned a lot. I too have taken some lessons. That one is it down to the ground. Of course, people are jumping on numerator one asking me the lessons I've taken. One of the lessons I've taken, working on Mayday reports. Of course, I've been reporting on this tournament. Every match that happens anywhere around Gulu, I've been writing something about it. So I believe my match reports have been becoming better and better. The two ladies that I have here finished as runners-up in their respective regions. Prudence's side, Iganga Secondary School losing out to Ginger S, and Ginger S coming as champions in this tournament from the Nile region. On the other side, Petra, her side losing out to Gayaza. Sorry, her side losing out to Ndeje High School, a game which was played at their home ground on Easter Monday. A bit of a floater there that is dubbed down the ground. Amono Rita is the batter in there. They're doing a very, very good work there, chipping in some darts. Lelo Rajuan playing with the raised arms on that occasion. Mountain Renzori has beaten Nyakasura School by 9 wickets. I beg to be corrected. Mountain Renzori has beaten Nyakasura School by 9 wickets in one of the matches that happened this afternoon. St. John's Secondary School chasing 40 against Mountain St. Henry's High School, Mukono. Many games happening across the different grounds. Good work there being done by the bowlers of Sacred Heart Secondary School to try and make sure that they keep the game alive. To join me and the ladies here in the comms box, after 2 overs, the score is 8 for no loss. Abo Susan comes back to bowl, and Jeff Mwesibwakasos joins us here in the comms. Joyce, welcome back from the break.
Thank you, Ivan. Nice to see these young ladies enjoying cricket and joining us in the commentary box, giving their thoughts on the tournament and lessons they are taking home.
Win 4 runs with 10 wickets. Olila High School playing it with those arms on that occasion there. Spin Akrut needs to be careful. That one can go to your stumps. Lays that one backward of the square. There is a fielder running round it, standing very, very wide of the fine leg area. I tell you something, Jeff. All the people here in Gulu, we are looking out for the game between Ginger SS and Light SS. That game, it looked like a final. I remember in 2022, when the cricket week was hosted at Gayaza High School, Ginger SS managed to beat Light SS in the semi-final. That game was played at Gayaza Oval. Of course, the SS qualifying for the finals that year, but losing out to Olila High School. Ginger SS losing to the semi-finals against Olila High School in 2023 in a match which was played at Father Hilda's ground in Soroti. And last year, Ginger SS in the semi-final still lost to Olila, to Late Senior Secondary School. Sorts of dominance. That game was at Madera ground. Late SS dominating Ginger SS. Of course, Ginger SS trying to put up a fight. They managed to set only 29 runs all out in 19.3 overs. But currently, even Late SS has only 20 runs for one in 10 overs. You'd feel that they bowled with some bit of discipline there.
Ivan, very bad toss to win for Ginger SS. I don't know what the thinking was in the Ginger SS dugout. Light, not a strong batting side, that's fine in the tournament. So if it was up to me winning the toss there, I would have sent Light in to bat rather than giving them a ball because very good bowling side. Ginger, perhaps basing on the fact that they've been scoring big with a tournament high score of 194, thinking they could attack the Light SS bowlers and set a good total, unable to on this occasion, and Light on course to pick up a win 20 for 1, 10 more overs in that game with 9 wickets in hand. I don't think 9 wickets can fail to get you 10 runs with extras on offer as well.
Yeah, but of course, Jeff, looking at that ground where they are playing that game, the Laiby College ground too, a very, very small pitch. Every time you get a chance on those small pitches, win the toss, go back, put a big total, and make sure that you make the other side crumble. Third over there from Rita Amono started with a wide, reducing the deficit to only 18 runs.
Nice try to take away the bats lady from the field out there, but she misses it.
Bit flattered on that occasion, but hit straight as you'd love to see it. Straight as an arrow. Oh, brilliant work there. Done down the ground to save that boundary, and only 2 runs are taken.
Nice from the fielder there, saving the boundary. And a nice shot from the bats lady on the strike, and off she gets 2 runs. Bowler comes up with another strategy to make sure the bats ladies don't make any more runs.
Good thinking there. This time round, she hits it up in the air. Chance for a catch. Wonders again wrote going for that one, but butterfingers from her. She puts that one down. And in defending a small total, Petra, you don't need to be giving away those chances.
I think they are expecting another catch from that side. Nice shot there from the bat lady, but the fielder gets it up and makes them get only 1 run.
Yeah, I think I would have chanced Sacred Heart in defending a small total. But if they carry on this fielding, their journey may end in the semi-finals. Of course, they have already earned a spot in the semi-finals because no one can displace them in that group. Hits that one again in the gap. Lofted a bit. They are running very quickly. There is chance for 2 runs. A throw there, very, very powerful on the side of the bowler. But brilliant work there done by Olila High School to pick up that double.
It's nice fielding out there to Sacred Heart, and bowler comes to bowl another one.
some sorts of dot balls there for Sacred Heart to keep the hopes alive. That is it down to mid wicket, straight there. Rajan trying to take off very, very quickly, but sent back to her side. Another joins me here in the commentary box from Gayaza High School. That is hitting the gap just past the fielder. Yet for another boundary. Welcoming boundary there for late secondary school. And allow me welcome Thelma Musuvika here in the comms. Thelma, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me here in the box. So, Olila's batting is actually nice, like it's competitive, and I'm thinking because they have batters outside, they are doing a hit and run moment, and with a boundary given, which has been a really good hit to increase the runs. Yeah, with the bowler coming in, I think it's time to end.
Tries to dab that one down to the ground, but straight to the fielder. A very good moment, a very good point you make there, Thelma. Of course, with the semi-final in sight, Olila High School will be playing in the semi-final tomorrow. You need to win this game very, very quickly. Go and take a rest, shower off, then make sure that you come so fresh in tomorrow's game.
That is so true, but cricket is really a game of wonders. We might be thinking that Olila is going to take it, but we are going to reach there in the semi-finals and miracles happen.
Yeah, of course, not saying that Olila will take it, not sure of what will happen. It's just a game of cricket. But that doesn't take away my opinion of maybe choosing Olila as favorites. We've seen them, they are the only point that has not dropped points. Now in this top of table clash, after this game, I tell you they remain on top of the table. But after 5 overs, the score is 26 and only 6 runs are needed by Olila High School to pick up this victory. Petra Akibi will come to ball from the church end. A bit of an outside edge down to the fielder there. Wonders again wrote looking back in this game. She dropped a catch already in the match and she's a bit sloppy there. The ball hit straight to her. Could have chanced her maybe try and take a shot. The stumps all the way to the wicket keeper. Try and effect a run out.
I personally don't blame her. That ball looked so
A catch. A catch being got.
by pitch is my favorite.
Maybe that. Yeah, that good catch there. At backward point area there, we'll see off the captain of the side, Asmin Akrut. Good stuff there being done by Sacred Heart to try and make sure that they keep this game alive.
Nice approach there for that, where Sacred Heart gets its wickets down. And now another bat steady from Olila comes in to face. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, the new batter in for Olila High School, player for the Victoria Pearls and Baby Victoria Pearls. Marisa Ariokot. Dabs that one straight. Two fielders running around it. They pick up very nice and they only take a single off the mark right away. Thelma Marisa Ariokot first played for the Victoria Pearls when she was in her primary 6. She played for the senior women's team. Then down the ground, a lot of power. The fielder there putting their better fingers, and that will mark the end of the match. Good work there being done by Olila High School, managing to pick up the victory there. Brilliant stuff. The ladies here with me will give you the last remarks before we look at the match summary. Thelma, your last remarks from the game.
The game has been well played. With Olila taking the win, and they have really done great by defending and chasing the runs that they could get.
Yeah, very, very well said there by Thelma. Your last words, Petra. You've watched everything happen here. What's your last take?
I've enjoyed watching Olila High School play because they are strong both on their batting side and their fielding. They managed to get everyone out from Sacred Heart. Their fielding was so tight that they gave Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart managed. I'm so sorry for my vocabulary. Sacred Heart managed to get very few runs that were very undefendable. Hence this win.
Very well said there by Petra. Prudence.
To me, no runs are not defendable. So I think Sacred Heart would have managed to defend those runs because their fielding was tight. But I think the bowlers were the ones who kind of like gave up some.
High School.